Hello Heavy Metal Maidens and Masters, I'm Heavy Metal Mama. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought that I would try one of the tag videos. So I thought I'd have a go at the GOTH Tag video, which is fairly self-explanatory. Before I get into it though, remember to like this video if you like it, comment below, let's have a discussion about all the things that come up in this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. So, let's get on with it then. So the first question is, how long have you been goth? Well, I sort of went quite dark when I was about 12. I got into listening to Nirvana and I had all these black floaty clothes. I had a black skirt that you used to have to tie up after you'd washed it, and it would take about a week to dry so that it was all crinkly, and I had this black floaty top with all these beads all over it and stuff. It was very sort of hippie, boho, goth. And then I moved out of it again and faded away, and then when I got to about 15 again, the boy that I was obsessed with at school, he was listening to a band, and I was, said to him, I really want to, let me listen to them, and he was like, I don't think you'll like them, and I was adamant that I was going to like them, and so he lent me the CD, and that is how I began my lifelong love of Churasatana, and that is what definitely veered me straight down the road into the alternative scene and into dressing goth. I, after that, got completely into metal, absolutely adored metal, and liked dressing darkly. Right, what's the next one? How were you introduced to goth? Well, there you go, that's how I was introduced to goth. Neil at school got me into Churasatana, and it all came from there. It was very near the end of school, and so then, when you go to college, because you want to meet new friends, and I found this new genre that I wanted to be a part of, this new scene. So as soon as I got to college, I was dressing very goth. Although back then, that was, you hit the charity shops and you bought little lacy slip dresses, and I remember buying a pair of black lacy trousers that they were really wide-legged, that I just thought they were so cool. I got them for about £3 from a charity shop, and I just thought they were amazing. And I used to make my own band t-shirts, because you couldn't buy many band t-shirts then, certainly not the smaller bands that we liked. So yeah, I'll see if I can find some photographs, and if I can, I will insert them into the footage, because there's some pretty hilarious pictures of us when we were younger. So, right, what's next? What gothic subgenre would you put yourself into? I kind of find all this subgenre stuff just a bit weird. I'm a metaler and I dress goth. All this subgenre stuff, I just don't really get it. If you want to label yourself as goth, then that's great. But why do we have to come up with these additional labels? I mean, I think that with everything in life. Why do we have to have labels of gay, straight, male, female? Can't I just be Laura and I love my husband at the moment? I don't know what life holds. I don't know what genre to put myself into. I'm Laura. I like what I like, and I dress how I dress. And why do I need a label? Let's have a discussion about it in the comments, see whether you agree or not, but I just find the whole sticking yourself in a box thing really weird. It's bad enough that the members of the public all stick us in a box as the weirdos, I mean, at least we own that now and say, yeah, we're the weirdos, but why would we try and alienate ourselves further from our own community? I find it bizarre, but let's have a discussion about it. What do you believe are to be the bases of the goth subculture? Well, I mean, it started from punk, didn't it? It was, the darker arm of punk, the more, it was just different really to punk, wasn't it? It was just the other way that punk went. It was still very much, DIY, etc. Again, I don't really get it. Quite frankly, you can wear pink from head to toe and listen to Take That and call yourself a goth. If you like dark, I suppose it's the enjoyment of the dark, of the darker side of life. But you can wear no goth clothes at all and still consider yourself goth, and you can dress top to toe in goth brands and stuff and not be the slightest bit goth. I just find all these categories very weird, but there you are. What are your dislikes of being goth? I don't like the way that some people assume that we're going to be horrible people. It does annoy me a little bit that I have to try that little bit harder to make people realise that I'm a nice, caring person, but it is quite nice to shock people with that in a way that they aren't expecting you to be nice. So it's a pleasant surprise when you turn out to be a thoroughly nice person and they're quite taken aback by that, you know. I dislike not being able to differentiate between my clothes because they're all black. I have to do everything by feel. It's one of those goth problem things. Yeah, it annoys me that I cannot tell the difference between my clothes, but I'm not going to stop wearing black. So, you know, that's a real problem in my life. What do my parents think? My parents still think I'm going to grow out of it. It has been 25 years that I have been a goth, and they're still waiting for me to grow out of it. Every time my husband presents them with the thing that they're getting me for my birthday or the thing that they're getting me for Christmas, because I mean there's no point even trying to ask them to actually go out and buy it, they're always like, oh God, really? Isn't she going to grow out of this soon? It's like, it's been 25 years, it's been 2/3 of my life. No. You know? Yeah, that's what my parents think. Eyebrows or no eyebrows? I'm an eyebrows girl. I have eyebrows. I don't shave my eyebrows off. I would look weird if I shaved my eyebrows off, and I need the guideline. Don't get me wrong, they are almost non-existent in that they are so pale where they should be and yet really dark where you don't want them, that I have to get them threaded and I have to pluck in between and stuff. But no, I'm definitely a keep my eyebrows on gal. What is my favourite band? Oh my God, that's a question. I would say at the moment my favourite band is probably Bury Tomorrow, but then last month it was probably Heart of a Coward, but then last week it could have been something completely different. I don't know, it changes, it depends what I've been listening to recently, it depends how I'm feeling, it depends what's just come out, it depends who I've been to see recently. But yeah, I definitely think at the moment Bury Tomorrow are firmly in the middle of my playlist, and I just keep going back to them. I'll listen to something else and be like, no, I want to go back to that Black Flame album, it's a damn good album, check it out. What is my opinion on Marilyn Manson? He's Marilyn Manson. You know, again, I don't really get this whole, oh, is Marilyn Manson goth thing. He's Marilyn Manson. You can like him, you can not like him. You know, I personally like him. There is a, you know, Hollywood, there's a few albums where he's lost it a bit, but I mean, that's the same with Machine Head, or there's so many other, you know, he's Marilyn Manson. I really, again, it kind of annoys me this, oh, is he goth, is he not? You do you like what you like, and who gives a flying patootie about what anybody else likes? If you like it, you go, you like that thing, and stuff everybody else. Isn't that the whole point of what we're doing here as goths, is saying, I don't care what you think. So why do we have this thing in the community that, you know, we've got to, you know, pull each other down for liking a band or not liking a band, or liking a clothes brand or not liking them, or whatever. You do you and sod everyone else. So the last question is, what were your baby bat days like? They were interesting, they were great fun, we had a great time. I mean, the clothes were very different, you had to make your own, which was great fun, but at the same time very time consuming and annoying because nothing really fitted you properly or, you know, looked really good, because you know, I can sew, but I can't sew brilliantly. But, you know, so I'm glad now that I can buy off the peg, because with my busy lifestyle, that's, you know, that's a luxury that I have now as I'm, you know, older and have a lot more money. But as for the scene, oh my God, it was great. There was a huge community. There was, sex, drugs, rock and roll. You know, we were in a band. We got up to all sorts of stuff. We went on a tour. We had so much fun. We used to hang out with bands after gigs. Oh my God, hanging out with Gutworm at the Joiners, snorting vodka off a spoon. I do not recommend you do that. I do not recommend you do that. It hurts. It was, yeah. But it was fun. You know, it was very stupid, but fun. We had so much fun. We had so much fun. We got up to so much stuff that we shouldn't have done. And it was great. It was really great having a really close set of friends that, you know, we hung out with. I mean, everybody's still around. I'm the only one that's still goth, you know. Everybody's still alternative, but they don't dress that way anymore. But that's what happens when we get into our mid-30s, and some of them are even older than that. You know, but it was so much fun. We had such a laugh. We went to see all sorts of bands. We went to all sorts of festivals. I mean, we did Glastonbury 10 years in a row, which I mean is not in the least bit metal, but it was great. It was really great. I really enjoyed my baby back days. You wouldn't get that now. It's just not the same now. But then nothing is it? You know, my mum and dad say, oh well, it's not like when I was young. You know, nothing is. It all changes, and you know that's what's great. Like this video if you like this. Comment below. I'd love to have a discussion with you, especially about some of the points that I brought up earlier. Subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, people, stay heavy.